Names. We all have one, passed down from our families generation to generation. Our names link us to our past, but what are the origins of our names? Where did they come from? Are our names really the names of our ancestors? Family names did not come into general use until the 11th century. The use of O, meaning descendant of, or Mac, often abbreviated as MC, meaning son of, was added to the front of his name, and the combination was handed down from father to son as a family name.
Basically, in legend, the family back to approximately the year 248, where we descend from the son of a Munster king called Ulm, which is probably not the right pronunciation. And the family then run in a sometimes straight line, sometimes crooked line up to the present day. But the first notable member of the family is recorded in the year 1199.
Events in Ireland, such as the Plantation of Ulster, the Cromwellian invasion, the Williamite Wars, and penal laws, profoundly affected all aspects of life, including the Christian and family names of people. The use of the English language resulted in Gaelic names being abandoned or Anglicised, resulting in numerous variants of the same family name. Every variant was accepted as valid, unlike the single Gaelic name that had been the accepted standard for 1,000 years.
Well, the Killeoran clan was started by my mother, and she had one in 1990. And we were told that originally the Killeorans came from Sligo, so we searched and we did a genealogy search of the name. So we found that a lot of Killeorans originated from around South Sligo and particularly around Tubbercurry, Gurchin area. So we went and looked and formed a committee and organised a committee and had a Killeoran clan in 1998. And about 300 or 400 people arrived back with that name back to Ireland. So there are a lot of Killeorans had immigrated after the famine in Ireland in 1847, and they came back to Ireland then to look up where their family had originally come from. And a lot of them found that their roots came from this area.
My name is Roderick Percival. I'm living at Temple House near Ballymote. And my family landed here in 1665 when George Percival married a Mary Crofton. Mary Crofton lived down at the castle beside the Knights Templar Castle, and there was an O'Hara Tower down there, and the Croftons built a house in about 1627 down there, and that's where she was when George married her. So that was 1665. During the famine, it would have been Alexander and Jane married. Jane was from she would have been Jane Lestrange, and she's actually the lady that died of famine fever in 1847. And then when Alexander, the father, died in 1858, then the property was sold, and the eldest son had to sell the property because we were bankrupt. But 4 years later, the third son, Alexander, we're all Alexanders actually, Alexander bought it back.